So phrases are everything. The aroha avroha, as I've said many times, is it's just a straightforward, it's just a skeleton. And it's Yaman aroha avroha is just straightforward, but we never sing Yaman like that. It's always misleading. The aroha avroha is quite misleading because that is never the path of the raga. The paths are always more complex. So this really takes us to the idea of the chalan of the raga, that is. Chalan of a raga. Chalan of a raga. What is chalan? Chalan is really the walk, the gait, the movement, how the raga moves. And that really incorporates many of all these aspects that we have gone through. These aspects of Vadi Samvadi, phrasing, Alpatva, Bahutva, ornament, Prakriti, everything. All of these come to form the unique character of a raga, the unique way it moves, which is called the chalan. Chalna in Hindi means to walk. So I will now demonstrate how these various aspects make a difference to the meaning and how finally what we mean by chalan. Now I will sing this same set of phrases, first without any ornament or any feature. I will just of course use some pauses, but besides that there will be nothing else. And then I will sing it with ornament, and then finally with other considerations, which you see chalan also incorporates the element of laya, right, of rhythm, not in the sense of foot tapping rhythm, but the way the phrases flow, that is what is integral, is central to the idea of chalan. So in Rag Yaman, okay, first I'm going to sing without any ornament, nothing, but with some pauses. Ni re ga re sa, ni da ni sa ni, ni ma da sa. So this does not give any sense of Yaman. Now I am going to introduce just the ornaments. It is not yet fully the chalan of the rag, but just the ornament, the gamakas. Ni re ga re sa, ni da ni sa ni, ni ma da sa. How I would sing this with the chalan of Yaman. Ni re ga re sa, ni da ni sa ni, ni ma da sa. So because a raga is so much more than its scale, much more than can really be described in words as I am trying to do. So because of this truth that raga, of course every raga is associated with a scale, mostly. Almost every raga can be associated with a roughly sketchable scale, but still it's much more than that scale. So we have this phenomenon that the same scale may be associated with more than one raga. or you may say that more than one raga may share the same scale. What really lies at the heart of the differences between these ragas that share the same scale may be slightly different. In some, the prakriti may be different. The nature of the raga may be different, and that is one of the important reasons for the difference. In some, the kind of ornament that may be different. In some, the vadi samvadi, right? The notes that have to be highlighted. That would be the fundamental reason for the difference. So I'll demonstrate two ragas, Puriya Dhanashri and Gauri. They have exactly the same scale. They are Sari Gama Padani Sa Ni Dha Pa Ma Ga Ri Sa. This is the scale. We have Komal Rishabh and Komal Devat and Tivra Madhyam. The rest are Shuddha. So Ga and Ni are Shuddha Swaras. Ri and Da are Komal and Ma is Tivra. So this is the scale. Now what happens in Puriya Dhanashri is it's full of languorous means. Sa Ma Re Ga. This is the heart of Puriya Dhanashri. Sa Ni Re Ga Ma Re Ga Re Sa Dha Ga Ma Re Ga Pa Pa Ma Da Ma Ga Ga Ma Re Ga Ni Re Ga Ma Da Ma Ga Ma Re Ga Re Sa. This is Puriya Dhanashri. You can see the long movements. Ma Re Ga. Now, as different from this, Gauri has much sharper movements. Re Ga Re Sa. That's it. Re Ga Re Sa. Ni Sa Re Ni Sa Ni Da. Da Ni Sa Ni Ni. Da Ni Re Ga. Not Ni Re Ga. This is Puriya Dhanashri. Da Ni Re Ga Ga. Re Ga Ma Pa Da Pa Ma Dha Pa Ma Pa Ga Ma Ga Re Ga Re Ga Re Sa Ni Da Dha Ni Sa Ni. So we don't have a very long means. Mean is there. Without mean there is no Khayal or Drupad. But we don't have very long loops in Gauri. Re Ga Re Sa. So this is called maybe Khadaswar, The swaras are more just standing. Ga Re Sa Ni Sa Re Ni Sa Ni Da Da Ni Sa Ni Ni. So in fact there is another raga, the Raga Basant, which also has the same scale. There is another, the Shuddha Madhyam is also used, but that is used in a separate phrase almost, which adds a lovely color. But the basic scale is the same. But Basant is Uttarang Pradhan, it remains in the upper regions. Ma Da Re Sa. Now these notes are there in Gauri and Puriya Dhanashri. Oh, we would never sing this. Re sa ni da da ni sa ni ma ga. This is Basant. Ma dha re sa sa ni da pa ma ga ma ga ma. That phrase, that ornament, that jhatka, right? Ni ma ga ma ga re sa. Another very famous, such a pair, which they share the same scale, but they are different because of the Vadi and Samvadi. That is Marwa and Purya, and also Sohani. Both of them have the scale of Komal Rishabh and Tivra Madhyam, and the rest are Shuddha. So, and there is no Pancham. Sa re ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga re sa. This is the bare skeleton. Now how do you? In Marwa, dha ma ga re re. So here the re is very important. So is dha. Re ni da da re sa ni da sa ni re re ga ma da sa ni re ni da da ma ga re ga ma da ma re ga re da re sa. Purya has is a very much diminished Rishabh, and the Ga and Ni are highlighted. Ga re sa ni sa re sa ni da ni ni ma da sa ni da ni re ga ma da ga ma ga ni re sa. So the re, da are considerably diminished, their presence. Ga re sa ni da ni re ga ma da ni ma da ga ma ga ma ni ma da ga ma ga ni ma ga ni re sa. So now, in between Marwa and Purya, of course, the most important thing is, when we speak about it, is that the Vadi and Samvadi are different. So Marwa has Ri and Dha as Vadi and Samvadi, whereas Purya has Ga and Ni as Vadi Samvadi. But just that is not, that doesn't really give you an idea of how the raga goes. So how are the notes to be highlighted? How is the Vaditva going to be expressed? So what kind of prominence, what are the phrases and the relative strengths of the swaras? Now these are the things that cannot be described. So now I have really gone over the various aspects of the grammar of ragas, the raga lakshana as it is called, categories that we use to describe the raga's grammar and identity, but ultimately it all falls short. No amount of such description can really convey the raga's essence. This is something that can only happen by training under a good teacher, good guru, and also listening to good performances of the raga. We will take a listen to a very short performance of Rag Marwa.
Ah